Foggy versus Lin. How often have we seen this match in the recent weeks and months? And how awesome were these games? Lin is the ultimate weapon of Warcraft 3 in 2018. Can Foggy stop him? Or will it be the same result as it was in Automax Cup? This is what we will show you now.
Well, Neo, that is of course not possible because this is the best of 3 and that was the best of 5. So pushing my glasses
What
onto
the
the
fuck was that?
I was doing the neck beard there. Did you get it?
Not really.
No? Okay.
No.
So only 3 maps here, max for us. But yeah, that was a crazy grand final between them in Automats. A day that was very taxing for Foggy. A day that in the end was a disappointment for him. Despite getting 2nd place in Automats, it was also 2nd place in the GCS qualifier, which meant no qualification for him. Which was the great surprise with Hawk winning there. We go into AZ for our first map. And this is usually Foggy's counter pick. So it seems like this should be his map that he has to win. And he's got a very good start to do so. He has the level 2, of course, immediately, as well as the nuts with the claws and the slippers.
And of course, there's only one direction, and that is into the Orc base. He wants to cancel this very burrow here and with +9. That is certainly doable, but Lin is prepared. Has a grunt parked there as a bouncer, but he's opening it up. No.
He was teasing the surround there.
Ah,
The Windwalk Blade Master.
yeah, good reaction by Lin already. He's like, the Demon Hunter can't do anything. We saw it yesterday
Honestly,
of Moon.
Honestly, the Demon might be able to win the battle against both of them with these items.
With this, against the Circlet and Gloves and Windwalk?
It's level 2, man. Level 2 is not better than level 1.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, but with a well-timed Windwalk, maybe not. But then again, he would open up the surround. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? As nothing like that happens, and the Ancient of War keeps creeping with the 1 archer. Is he gonna go for the Circlet? I love the Circlet! No, he goes for the Dust instead.
Very good items for the Blade Master now himself, man. +5. Slippers, more attack speed, and the Blade Master is waiting for the Windwalk. There isn't enough duration, but Foggy's scanning for it, using the Windwalk here, keeping this troll alive. And yeah, we have the trades. Now Foggy cannot win this, as it seems, and runs away. Lin's reactions are very, very good. He's also multitasking here, attacking the archer, forces a little bit of moon juice out of him. And this tech is flawless so far.
Oh, that's a sick Blade Master, dude. Whew, we always say, AZ, the hardest map to pimp your blade on. Well, if you get lucky enough, it's gonna work out. And this is some very, very nice inventory. But he put in the work to get it as well. Very good scouting, very good positioning by him, very good anticipation. Is Foggy gonna play this very aggressively once again? That's of course what Foggy is known for. Staff plays, Beastmaster harass into the base, and it's exactly what it's looking like.
Yeah. He has 2 chances to delay Lin's game plan. The first one failed by killing the 2nd burrow and therefore delaying the 2nd grunt and delaying the creeping and everything else. The 2nd one is, of course, canceling tier 2 buildings. Spirit Lodge is coming, Beastery is coming, plus a TC. It is a Beastmaster. But again, the Demon Hunter's a little late to the party, I think. But the Blade Master's not in the base, that's certainly nice.
He wants to meet up with the Beastmaster to give him the staff first, because it could happen that his demon is stuck in the main and the Beastmaster can't reach him to pass up the staff. That's why the 2 heroes have to meet up. And now he does go in, he does kill the Lodge. Can he also get the Bestiary? That would be the jackpot. Oh, or the Burrow, of course. The damage is quite big.
That would be amazing, man. He would delay the Raiders by so much. It's good damage against the Demon Hunter, but as you said, he is tanky. The Beastmaster is joining this, and he kills the Burrow and saves the Demon Hunter. Maybe on the cost of a Beastmaster, but he's running away as well. Is there more Windwalk? Only 1. So this Beastie will most likely survive. He's trying to trick him, and it does work. Good early tier 2 play by our Ukrainian boy.
And Foggy was creeping up at the same time, actually, with Ancient of War and Archer. Couldn't really keep track if he denied anything, but the big one he's definitely gonna get, and now he's close to level 3, and has the Wand of Illusion as well, which is a nice item. With some crits, can he maybe get the Beastmaster kill? Not with this.
Swapping over the staff, saves the Beastie, And he has, of course, access to potions now. Tier 3 tech, halfway done. Talents are coming. The go-to unit for Foggy. And for every single night elf in the world. TC is creeping up now, as well with the little goblins here. But this means, of course, Spirit Link delayed, Walkers delayed, Dispel delayed. What do you think is more important, the Beastry or the Lodge?
The Lodge. Way more. Because I think it's all about mana. If the Walkers don't have mana, you can't fight. And the later they come out, the later they get the time to regenerate mana. Well, the lower they're gonna be. Simple as that.
Remo, sometimes I'm so proud of you. I threw you that ball, and you just run away with it. This was exactly the answer that I wanted to hear.
Yeah, honestly, I only started appreciating the mana aspect for the Walkers the most like a couple of weeks ago, maybe. But yeah, it is absolutely the key in this matchup. Usually the guy who's out of mana first loses the fight. And of course with the Walkers being so late, it's gonna be difficult here for Lin to acquire all that mana. Demon also got level 3. That's very nice. TC is creeping up himself on the other side. Actually, close to level 3 himself. Blade Master here sacrificing his own experience. But that should be well worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Master training is coming. Foggy is getting ready. Stormy times on Amazonia. The Lodge is finished, so the first walkers are coming. Raiders are there as well. The second one, so End Snare is upgraded too. No invo potions, no anything on the Blade Master. Quite a glass cannon.
This could be a powerful creep jack though here. Foggy is kind of exposing himself to it, and Lin's thinking about it. His army is in the middle, deciding on what to do. Do I want to creep? Or do I want to jack? He wants to jack. Speed scroll onto the Beastmaster. Could force us around here. There's a TP though on the second hero, so he could get out. No Tinker yet.
Now he wanted to go for the Tinker with the Beastmaster, but Lin was there. But that buys him some time for the creeping. And Lin is creeping himself. Foggy is scouting this. And Lin is getting ready to break upkeep already.
Oh, it's a TC Illusion actually coming south. So no steals will be happening here. Blade Master finds a level 3 at least in the top left camp, and so does the TC. So that's a very, very worthwhile camp to take.
Level 2.5 for the beast. He has the Hawk now. And I like that he staffed away the Demon Hunter to give full experience to the beastie. On the other side, Devotion Aura for Lin.
And this is exactly the reason why Foggy likes this map so much, and so many Night Elves like this map so much. It's so, not necessarily easy, but easiest, I guess, to creep up your heroes to good levels. Many other maps, this will be way harder to accomplish. Already the Raider attack coming into the main. I don't know if he has Pillage already.
Checked it.
Coming now.
Yeah, upgrading it now. And only 46 supplies, so he doesn't want to creep anything big. It was causing a little distraction, so Foggy can't go for his own mercenary camp. And that means the Beastmaster is stuck on level 2 for now. Nothing really close to Foggy's base that he can creep. He's going for Fury Dragons now.
So now he can go for the Tinker, and there he is. Only thing Foggy is missing really is a level 3 Beastmaster, perhaps a Scroll of Healing. And then he should be in super dandy shape to take a fight, because the Orc is still at only 49 supply. And 9 of that is crappy grunts. They suck bad in the late game. He doesn't have any berserkers or anything of that nature. Only 2 walkers. They do have good mana. But it's only 3
for the Beastmaster now.
And even an Ancient of War here. We have seen those getting incorporated more and more by Foggy into the late game of this matchup, getting Nature's Blessing for them as well.
There's 2 Wisps for Detonate. As you said, 2 walkers with good mana. Third one is coming in now, and he wants to dispel the Link, of course. As this is his only dispel, no Dryads in this army. Lin is really greedy, man. 650 gold, not breaking upkeep. First round of Heal Scroll Invo Potion goes to the Ukrainian. Oh, okay, Lin has one himself. 2 Heal Scrolls, actually.
Demon getting staffed home here. Scaring the Orc away. Alright, Lin is now going into upkeep. A little late. Still, certainly not the perfect unit composition, but he's gonna go for more walkers, more raiders, more berserkers now as well. Moving away from the grunts. Which is what you want. Here's the first berserker.
Good addition,
So we
obviously.
have
Second heal
2
scroll.
heal scrolls. Whoa.
On both sides, though. Foggy just purchased the second one. The Engine of War has Nature's Blessings joining this fight. Oh, this could be a great position for Foggy.
Yeah. One of the few chokes here that you can find, so of course the Orc doesn't want to engage into that one. Hasn't eaten any mana burns yet, which is what the Demon would love to do against walkers, or ideally the TC, of course. Moving forward, more onto open ground. This is a better position, and here comes the engage. Illusions on both sides getting dispelled as well, but taking a lot of damage. Shockwave! Oh, ho, ho. Hit so well. The Wisps as well as the Talons in the back, but the Raiders, we only have 3 Raiders. And one of them is going to be taken out soon, and then the Talons are hard to kill off. One more Shockwave came in, but that was the last one. The Pocket Factory is down. The Ancient of War is actually joining this battle. Most of these Talons are still alive. Usually at the beginning of the fight, a couple of them die, but they somehow are very survivable. And now the Raiders don't have Spirit Link anymore. They will die so quickly to the Demon with the Orb. And Lin is with his backs against the wall, man. It's looking dire for him. Going for the hero kill now, trying to force TP with the invul, but there's a counter invul, keeping the Beastmaster safe and alive for longer. More and more Raiders are falling, so the Talons. The next Pocket Factory has been deployed. All heroes for the night are still in decent fighting shape. Invul, of course, for the Blade Master is gone, so no Beast Mode anymore. More and more Cyclone coming onto the first hero. We have good mana left for Foggy. What's the mana looking like for the Walkers? Nothing. There is no Dispel anymore, but a big Shockwave right there. There was no burn to prevent this. Staff back in from the Beastmaster, more potions for him. But actually, the Talons are falling, and then the Blade Master may be able to hold by himself.
The Engine of War is down as well, but that was the last Raider, if I see this correctly. Tinker about to fall, but another Cyclone. Engine of War down into shambles now. Speed scroll to disengage. Tinker is about to fall here. He's focusing on an illusion, wasting some damage. Tinker survives, though. And this 2 more Cyclones. Foggy, reinforcements are coming in. 43 supply versus 48. Of course, reinforcements faster for Lin. TC needs the clarity badly. Is he regenning up? I don't think so. And he's killing the shop now. So important. Lin needs a potion, I guess. But he's not investing in... Okay, now he has it. Super.
Oh, is he blocked? Cannot get out. The Tinker's blocking the way. This surround is sticking. Or is it? Can he get out? Staff even to save the Tinker, and he gets the TC kill. And that usually has to be it. Even a burrow here is exposed and will fall quickly to these Talons. Foggy is leaning hard on Lin, and Lin seems to be breaking. Wow. Can he manufacture a magnificent comeback?
Foggy is the boxer, but Lin is against the ropes. The Night Elf is pushing forward. Many, many more Talons. The only chance that Lin has is a hero focus. He misses the crit! Oh, that was bad. That was bad luck for Lin. And now the first hero is once again out of this fight. He is not supply stuck, actually, what surprises me. Demon Hunter back, staffed out, can't staff in soon enough. Maybe he's getting some potions. Heal potions, super important. If he can cancel this altar, then the TC is not coming back and he massively lacks damage already.
These Talons are almost dry on mana. Almost. But what else does Lin have left, man? All of his forces are like a couple of hits away from dying. And now the altar actually falls. The repair is not in time. TC will have to be bought back from the tavern. Extremely expensive. After that, he needs clarities. But where can he get him? He doesn't have a shop anymore. And look at these units, man. Very good micro, of course, by Lin to save these, but almost oh, actually, look at all of these heal cells on the TC. Holy shit. Can heal all of this up again, but the Burrow's in deep trouble.
Probably using Crow form here for whatever reason. But the burrows are all gone. Even if he has to TP out now soon with the second coming of Lin, he's buying so much time. Raiders are coming. Once again, hero focus might be Lin's answer, but he's losing almost every single burrow. Tinker dies though. But worth it. Lin is still alive. But for how much longer? Oh, he shot on lumber as well. He can't even reproduce the burrows at the moment. He can get one. But the other, that will take forever. And Foggy, of course, healing up, using his map control now, getting the Tinker back, getting the items from the shop. This looks very, very good for him now.
This is almost an unwinnable position for any orc. This, however, is the best orc in the world, so maybe he can do it.
Forces are under attack.
Going for the red camp now.
Hoping
Hoping for, I don't know, Khadgar's pipe, perhaps.
Yeah, pipe would be the best, I think.
And he's gonna get, not really level 5, but he's getting closer at least.
TC used the mana potion, by the way, already. Close to level 4 is the Beastmaster. Level 2 evasion on the Demon Hunter. Tinker is back in a second. Foggy stays at 50 supply, not wasting any gold.
Lin, by the way, is deciding not to use any peons on lumber. All for gold, so all in on the items.
Yeah, he's staying at 50. Every single unit that dies cannot be bought back.
Beastmaster almost level 4. Demon is level 4. He's so tanky with his upgrade. Lin, can you do it? Oh, Greater Invul is what he got for the Blade Master. That's a very good one.
That might be his one chance. His one opportunity.
Spaghetti. Let's go. But it feels like he needs to get 2 hero kills with this, because there's so goddamn many talents. He was lining up for the shockwave. He was charging it up. He's gonna get a very nice one right here. Invul immediately. Oof, that was a big one. And now he can't get burned, so that's gonna be a second big one. Blade Master coming in with the invulnerability. What's he gonna go for? Not using it yet. But one of the raiders, one of the walkers had already fallen. Invul popped right now. He wants to get this Beastmaster. He may be able to, or is there gonna be a staff? There is. He doesn't have the end snares anymore for the lockdown. Shockwave coming in. Once again, very nice, but it's so much stuff for Foggy. 43 supply against only 28 left for the Orc. And once the invul's over, all hope seems to be lost, because what can you do now?
His 20 supply that Lin lost in a couple of seconds. This Blade Master is getting cycloned again. The Walker can't help him. The TC has no shockwave anymore. And the Blade Master is surrounded, and the Blade Master goes 6 feet under. Foggy 1, Lin 0. After Amazonia.
I would like to know Foggy's win rate on Amazonia. It must be ridiculous, because he always wins here.
I totally agree. This...
AZ plus Foggy OP. But
I don't really know how the map choice here works. If they veto until the end, or if the remaining map gets drawn. So if this was a random draw, then super lucky for Foggy.
I guess it means, though, that his strongest horse is already out of the stable, you know? So whatever counter pick he has is probably not going to be as good as AZ would have been.
We're going on to Amazonia, though. Onto Twisted, though. And yes. he has a very, very strong anti-protector push here.
It's part of the Neo bingo. I know you love the AP push, Neo. It has some downsides, though. The biggest one being, when it gets scouted, it just gets destroyed. Unless, I don't know, he does some amazing early game work. There's a lot of strats you can go for. A whole number of strats. You can go 3 hunts into talents. It always seems to start with 3 hunts, though. You can be extremely greedy and try to go for an Ancient of War creep. That is a big risk to take early on, though. We're going to see what his choices will be. To thank a few more supporters here, we have Fruwald with a 24-month resub, Alex Berlin, new time sub, and same for Liam R3. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks a lot, boys. Have fun with your replay packs that you get. If you want to watch these games after the cast, of course, you can go to YouTube. That is a good alternative. Or if you want your own camera control, then just subscribe and join our Discord and get the replay packs.
Did someone grab blue? No.
Pink. Thank God, no brown. Is brown still up for grabs here?
Yep, brown is still up.
Nope.
I'm gonna take that.
No brown! Are custom keys banned in tournaments? Nope. Actually, you can use tools for your thumb button on the mouse.
Yeah.
War keys. So it's not StarCraft. Everything is legit.
It's banned in StarCraft?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it is.
You mean Brood War or StarCraft 2?
Brood War.
Oh.
StarCraft has an own hotkey tool, right? In build.
Yes. I don't know if it's for the mouse, but certainly for the keyboard.
Yeah, the Brood War purists, man.
In old Warcraft tournaments, I think it was the same, where you were not allowed to use any third-party services.
Can't remember that time.
I think that's what Grubby said a couple of times. Don't you watch Grubby stream every single day, every single time it's on, Neo?
No, because he plays Heroes of the Storm 5 days. I don't watch that.
Yeah, I mean during the Warcraft hours.
That, of course, religiously.
Very good.
And everybody should. Like, the Todd and Grubby streams, they're both amazing. And of course, right after our cast here today, Grubby will be streaming most likely, so follow Grubby on Twitch. Lynn is taking his sweet time here, man. Usually, he rejoins the games immediately after the win or loss, but now, it's already 4 minutes or so. Maybe, is he watching the replay? I don't see it.
Would seem kind of pointless because it was a typical Foggy AZ, you know?
Yeah.
Just push the base, kill the lodge. GG, well played.
Lynn is there. We're ready. Foggy could be the first player in 2018 to eliminate Lynn from a tournament. A 4.5-month streak of winning everything could end right here on Twisted.
It's kind of sad that we have to say goodbye to either Foggy here, our European representative, of course, or the best orc in the world. Isn't it, in fact? Yeah, it is. The only orc remaining in this tournament. So it's going to be a sad farewell for me personally. But this is a good orc map. Very hard for Night Elf to make anything work on, honestly. Can't really go creeping, too dangerous. You can expand, yes, that's also dangerous. You can go for an AP push, that's also dangerous. Lots of traps and pitfalls, Neo, lie ahead of our Ukrainian boy. And I wonder which route he chooses.
He is the magician. He makes things work that are not supposed to work. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be an AP push, as I pointed out before. He was very, very successful with it, but it's kind of a do-or-die tactic. But since it's the second map, and even if he loses, the third map choice is his, I can definitely see him going for that. Keeper first? Is it an option?
Nah. I mean, it's always an option. Ask Star-Shaped. But no, it's Demon, right?
Yeah. Maybe with patch 1.29 we will see Keeper openings.
So I think the most reliable opening here, where you expose yourself to the fewest weaknesses, is 3 hunts into talents. That's, of course, a very late talent tech. But yeah, you can't really play it without hunts. You just have no map control and can't creep anything, and that's really bad. But if you go for that, you want to keep the orc from creeping, because if this Blade Master gets out of control, early level 3, early level 4, makes it very hard for you to get to those later stages. Wisp has been sent out scouting. Oftentimes you will see orc players going scouting to make sure there's no greedy Ancient of War creeps. So actually, had Foggy been greedy, it could have perhaps been working out because there was no scout from the orc.
True that. Grunts Blade Master, of course, normal opening. It's a Huntress opening for Foggy. Would be the second Night Elf in 2 days that defeats Lynn. Unheard of in 2016, where he defeated everybody seemingly with
player's forces are under attack.
But the Night Elves, they got better, have the better timings down nowadays, and even Lynn struggles.
So, a little unusual, I suppose. Blade Master going for the green camp first instead of for the circlets. That's what we see a lot of the time. One borrowed tech, pretty fast. Of course, the Night Elf tech is going to be a lot slower with the Huntress opening.
A player's forces are under
But he's going to have 3 hunts out quickly. Going to make him very strong until the later stages of this game. Huntress is being fast, have a lot of presence on the map. Lynn would ideally like to evade the vision of the Night Elf upon nighttime, and then with a couple of grunts go creeping for perhaps a gold mine. And that is what Foggy does not want to let happen.
Okay, he's distracting the Blade Master so he can't gather more experience here, and he keeps him away from Windwalk level 2 because of that. With that, he has so much more map control than he usually has. And so far, it's working. No evasion creeping here possible for Lin. Not gearing up this Blade Master. Actually, no item at all. But on the other side, the Demon Hunter is... There's an AP, Remo. There is already an AP in Lin's base.
Alright. So, this is not a hard commitment. If a grunt sees this and gets cancelled, it's okay. If you commit for like 3 or so, then that's really hard committed that you really don't want to have interrupted. So, is he gonna have the presence of mind to scout for it? Usually Lin does, and he will.
There we go. He checks it. A very normal position for Foggy. We've seen many games on Twisted of him, and yeah, he just likes to do shenanigans like this. Demon Hunter is quite low, tier 2 tech 60% done for Lin. It's quite ahead thanks to the Huntress build. Does that mean that he can't cancel the Beastery and Lodge?
With the Huntress especially, of course, he should have decent enough damage to do that. Of course, Huntress is also fairly vulnerable against defending burrows. The Demon actually is creeping right now, and the Blade making his way over. Pit stop at the shop here means he's not going to get the Warden. But actually, Foggy can't even finish this camp.
Oh, he's too hurt.
A player's force
Moving over the Engine of War. Of course, creeping without Engine of War is always hard for Night Elves. Don't want to throw so much damage onto your Demon Hunter because it's takes so much time to and Moon Juice to heal him up again. It doesn't take time, it just takes a lot of Moon Juice. Beastery and Lodge are coming. TC second. If this is Mass Dryads now, this hero won't do a single thing.
But he's rushing tier 3, and behind that we have Winds coming up.
Player's forces are under attack.
For Foggy. So in the end, it is the 3 hunts into the Talons. With a cutesy little AP somewhere in between. But yeah, that is definitely quite the gamble, because only now the Blade scouts the main and will be breathing a sigh of relief saying, thank goodness no Dryads, man.
Could have cancelled it and then get the Shadow Hunter, but it's not really what you want. Beastmaster is out.
Forces are under attack.
Of course, he can't cancel anything anymore. The buildings are done. And once again, we say once the Orc gets the buildings up, he is in control of the game. Demon Hunter continues to creep. Finally level 2 after this one. Blade Master is taking some sweet time to get this Overseer killed. Very calm game now.
Yep. A little bit of slight pressure here from the Beastmaster, but that's more distraction than anything else. But Lin doesn't fall for it with having to commit too much to it. In fact, the Blade Master was creeping up himself. That's his level 2. Oh, if Foggy gets this camp, that would be really nice. If he gets creepjacked here, that could be a big punish, but no. The Orc is right on the other side of the trees, but apparently there's no sound being carried through the forest, as the Orc is oblivious to what's going on behind. Wound bracers, oof. That's at least some gold, but he was hoping for better.
It's still nice to take this away from Lin, but it's dangerous, man. Here's an End Snare on the Huntress, will most likely fall. The Beastmaster has no TP. Oh, actually too early.
I think the Windwalk just ran out.
Ah, okay.
I think it was whilst he was in the air, the Windwalk actually ran out. So he doesn't get that one. But
the time was too good.
That could have just that could have gone a lot worse for Foggy.
Yes.
All of his hunts still alive.
Step of Teleportation on the Demon Hunter. No Step of Preservation yet. He's most likely gonna buy it now. Tier 3 is done. So Master Training is around the Dispel upgrade for the Walkers as well. So no force was disturbed. Info Potion and Heal Scroll for the Blade Master, as we see it so often. And both continue to creep.
And that's what you want to do when you're the Orc. You have tier 2, he doesn't have Master yet, so you have the Dominant Force. You have map control, you want to take stuff away that's usually his. And Foggy's actually taking a bit of a risk up here, creeping this. Now he has Fairy Fire on the TC, so he knows that the Orc is still a little bit away. But this could be a TP force, if nothing else. But I guess that's worth it for being able to take out this creep camp. And this may be what Foggy will have to use here. Raider has scouted this, has started the end snare work. And here comes the scroll speed in. Yeah, and instant TP out.
Loses one talent, totally okay. Gets the entire creep spot for it. It was a risk to go for it. He knew it, and he paid for it with a town portal. Got a Sobi mask for that. Nice, more Quill Beasts, but not as nice as this one. Big mana potion for the Torrent Chieftain, who is about to be level 3 with a very, very high chance of getting a level 5 TC. And if you can spend 300 mana on level 3 shockwaves, then goodbye talents.
Just Tinker now though, so Foggy is getting into fighting shape as well. He's gonna be level 3 demon here in a moment. And Lin not yet in upkeep, getting the burrows ready to go there very soon. Good Quilby scouting once again, confirming where he assumes the Orc to be at. No TP anymore, by the way. If Lin realizes this, he could be very annoying here with some Raider base lane shenanigans with Pillage.
Vamp Aura for Foggy, sold it as well, so the items here not really usable for him. Double level 3 on Lin's side, who's sending in 2 Raiders again for a distraction attack against Foggy's main base. But there is a staff on the Demon Hunter, so it should be easily doable.
Are under attack.
Is Town Portal? That was, I feel, a waste. That's exactly what Lin wanted to trigger. 350 gold gone. A little too careful by Foggy here.
And still no staff for him. Preservation staff, that is. Didn't quite have the money. That's usually the way you want to respond to that Raider attack. Staff home the demon. Make him deal with the Raiders. If there's heavier commitment, you TP home to save him. But yeah, easy moves here. A lot of gold wasted for Foggy, and it is the beauty for Orc on this map. So many creeps, and as you said earlier, level 5, that is the dream. Oh, and the Staff of Silence against Talents isn't too bad either.
Oh boy. No dispel in the army, as we oftentimes say, except if you have Wisps. But yeah, Staff of Silence is the dream. You can prevent Cyclones with that.
And for a long time. How long does it last on units? I think it's 10 seconds or something. It's really long.
Yeah, but Lin earned that by forcing Foggy back with the 2 Raiders here. And we have a fight, Remo. We have Master, we have the spell. All the important things are here. Nice save. Oh, actually not. Foggy's getting some units here, cutting the reinforcements. And APs are coming. Ancient of Wars are coming. If he buys enough time.
If these come up and he can retreat into this position next to his Angels of War, that's like the dream. Yeah, the dream position just.
But Lin says, okay, you play some shenanigans with me, I won't follow, I will go into your base and wreak havoc there while expanding. I'm pretty sure he expanded already, right?
Gonna do some borrows for this. But it may not even have to be a TP for TP trade. He did get a TP on the blade just to be safe.
Foggy
How much damage can Foggy do before he has
Foggy has no TP.
Oh! Oh, that's a problem.
Yep.
That's a problem right there.
Yep. Base race against an Orc is really not a situation where you want to find yourself in. Lin is supply stuck, but for... will it really make a difference? He's sniping the first Moonwells to get more surface on the Tree of Eternity. And it's again a base race between the two. How often have we seen this in the past weeks?
That's ridiculous. But how nice by Lin. He's not taking a risk at all. He just says, oh, you have no TP. Well, I know the perfect strategy against this.
Oh, nice shockwave killing all the Wisps before detonate.
So, where are the Wisps out on the map to build some buildings? Well, I guess he also has the 2 Angels of War with his army. So, this becomes a very weird game now, guys. It's no longer really about who can win the fight, which is usually what Warcraft is all about. This is about, seriously, who loses the buildings.
Lin has pillage now, so he's getting resources from it. Lin is building an expansion in the upper right, so he will have income if this comes through. And now the scouting game begins. Who gets better intel? Of course, Windwalk helps with that. Of course, the Hawk helps with it. Peons are running around, Wisps are running around. But I think Foggy has only one wisp remaining, right? I think so.
A town is under
Yeah, I
siege.
think you're right. So honestly, expanding is a bad idea for Foggy. Like, he needs to... He just has no wisps anymore if he makes a tree. Oh no, he has 2. So he actually does go for the Tree of Life, so he's gonna be able to mine gold with 1 wisp. With which he will have to make 3 moon wells. No, 2 moon wells for 1 more wisp. Then he has to mine more for a new moon well. Maybe it's just for not being revealed, you know? Not actually for mining gold. Because that's gonna take forever.
The good thing for Foggy is he can send his summons everywhere. And he has a Tinker to work with. So if you staff on... Like, put the staff on the Tinker, try to knock down buildings with the Pocket Factory. I can see that working. Shop coming for Lin as well. Is he expanding again? He does have the resources.
Getting a lot of money from these items here.
Yeah. Hawk is coming out and scouts this. Sees the movement of the peon. Oh man, this is gonna be so weird. Who is attacking? I mean, Lin can creep for such a long time. But he needs to be somewhat close to his expansion because that's the only 2 buildings that he has left.
And that's the nice thing for the Night Elf. He can bring his buildings with his army. Even if it takes a while. So he got confirmation now with the Hawk in the north. Knows there's a base there.
Okay, he is expanding again in the upper left as well.
He's playing this Night Elf style.
Yep, the Hydra expansions. Kill 1, expand twice.
Quite an interesting game.
The expansions are about to finish. Did Foggy scout this expo already? He sent a Hawk, but I'm not sure if he...
He hasn't seen the second one. Oh, if this one Agent of War here gets killed, that's actually a really nice find. One of the very few buildings that are left, but there's lots of Cyclone to throw in here as well.
Yeah, he had so much time to regain the mana. So this Engine of War survives, as well as the second one. He does have Nature's Blessing. And Lin is finally mining again for more buildings. He's actively scouting for any other expansions, but Foggy can't afford.
Well, he's gonna have that one. If he kills the one Wisp when it's making its way over to the haunted gold mine, that would be the saddest thing ever.
A player's
He
forces
could just
are under
never
attack.
mine from there. Nice delay here. But the Blade Master may not have any claws or anything, but the damage is still sufficient to cancel this entangling gold mine. And he's mining.
Yeah.
May only be 3 peons, but that's a lot better than what the Night Elf has.
Lin is 3 buildings away from being eliminated from his first tournament in 2018. That is the closest that he was in a while. Infi almost defeated him. Foggy almost defeated him.
A
And
player's
now
forces are under attack.
it's Harry Potter again.
Right, the Night Elf army leaves his newly constructed base, which makes exactly that one very vulnerable. Good Wisp scouting. No, that's the only Wisp! Oh, run, run, little guy. He lets him escape.
Yeah, it's again a base trade, and he doesn't know about the second expo. He's scouting it now only. There is... Okay, the Engine of War is still alive, but where is that thing? Ah, here.
Player's forces are under
Late
attack.
He
Master
doesn't have a
mostly
TP,
scouted.
so he cannot come home to save this tree. No way, Jose. The last Wisp. He can
Oh,
make
he's-
one last Tree of Life.
Yeah. He sees this Engine of War. He knows that it will fall. The Raiders take out the tree. This is actually... Okay, he's building the tree here. And in the meantime, he's haunting quite a few peons, seeing the movement again.
A town is under siege.
Dude, he's flying over because the talents are faster with crow form.
Oh, is that...
I think he got it. Like, Foggy is 1 building away.
Yeah, but it's a
one.
big building. And he only has... He only has the 1 tree in construction.
Yeah.
If Lin finds this game's over.
This will... The 2 buildings are actually on 1 screen.
preposterous.
700 gold for Lin. We have a fight now. Oh no, my game is lagging again. Fuck this shit.
Nothing's happening at the moment.
Oh no, man. Come on. Do something.
The engagement is starting, and a
no.
few of the talents are dying. TC up in the air, has more mana though, thanks to that mana potion, and Foggy seems to be losing one unit after the next. Can the heroes for him do it by themselves? Usually once there's no more mana, the Blade Master can rule by himself, and actually, TC found enough kills for the level 5. How is he supposed to do this now?
I don't know, man. Stuff is working again, thankfully. If he had the Tinker and Beastmaster here, maybe he can do it. But he's scouting for more buildings, but there are none. Blade Master's taking care of the Demon Hunter here, forcing a staff maybe. But the tree is up for Foggy, but there are almost no units anymore.
And the funny thing is they can't see each other because they have so little range, vision range.
Hawk and Quill Beast again.
And this Blade Master is so strong, man.
He can't attack the building with the tree. Is it enough?
But once the tree is found, the tree's just gonna die.
Yeah.
He has to hide. He's eating his way into the trees. This is
No
all
way.
out Battle.net, boys.
A player's forces
Can't
are
go
under
too
attack.
far, can he? Oh, yeah, he can.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Lin and Foggy, always crazy games. And now they're taking it to max.
Oh,
Oh,
but this
Beast
Beastmaster, man, he is in a whole world of trouble. 3 ensnares. He survives for a little bit
So
longer. The
painful.
TC is far away from the Blade Master and those raiders. He's looking for the tree. Where's that goddamn tree?
Yeah.
If only he knew how close he was. By the way, no peons, no wisps anymore. Oh no, wait, there's one peon in the war mill.
Yeah. Shockwave for nothing. Crows are landing. He's taking care of this building. The Beastmaster is about to fall here. He used the big potion. He is surrounded. Critical strike for 150. Level 5 on the Blade Master. That should be it. Massive shockwave again. The shop dies. But that's about it. Everything else will die too. And that must be it, man. This must be it. Triple kill for Lin. GG. It came down to the last building, but Lin's streak is alive. And so is he.
Would have been funny if he just didn't leave the game and was like, well, maybe he doesn't find my tree. But I mean, of course he would have found it. Damn, dude, crazy ass base race once again.
These two fellas taking on the Orc and Night Elf to the max. Game's up, by the way, we go into last Refuge. Plus, we have another big donation here. Thank you, Aristoy, for 20 euros. Neo and Remo keep up the outstanding work. Greetings from Berlin. Thank you very much, man. I hope you're enjoying the weather outside somewhere. And Mlu, or Mlu, with a 500-bit cheer. Woo, base race PogChamp, he says. Thank you very much for that as well.
Yeah, I always like those scenarios. They're kind of rare in Warcraft, and the game just becomes tilted on its head. It's no longer about who wins the fight, you know? It's the buildings that matter. So, one map to determine here. Who are we going to say goodbye to? Is it going to be our boy Foggy from the Ukraine or Lin? Best orc in the world. Is this where he starts losing this year? He's not really used to it anymore, that feeling of loss.
Yes. Yep. What's up? Ah, Cake Lady is back. Thank you. Dude, this cake that I gave Pico yesterday is so awesome. Did you see it on my Twitter?
No.
I'm streaming here. I'm showing it. Because he wears like jogging pants all the time that has like the colors of the universe and stuff. I made him a cake that looks like the universe with the jogging pants on top. That is maybe the best cake I ever saw.
You made a cake yourself?
No. We have a fan, actually, who has a bakery.
Ah, okay.
And I went out...
So you're taking the credit for the great work that he did. Is that what you're saying?
Of course. Yeah, Wolfgang, if you see this, man, thank you so much. That is the guy who subscribes with greetings from Uhlenhorst all the time.
Ah.
And the game
So
starts.
did you also try the cake? Was it delicious?
This is the first piece I'm getting now in the next break.
All right, you have to tell us.
I will. First, we tell the story of Foggy versus Lin. Chapter 3 today, and the final one, the final episode between them. Will Foggy drop and leave this tournament empty-handed, or will Lin lose the streak?
Last Refuge. It is... I still always think this is a nice night elf map. You usually find space to creep your second hero with rather easily accessible creep camps around your base with the Ancient of War. But it's certainly not as good as AZ is for Foggy. AZ really seems to be completely figured out by Foggy. As I said earlier, he just has a ridiculous win rate on that map. Here, though, the last encounter that I can remember between the two at Automats went towards Lin, and that pretty decisively. Has Foggy learned from that game? Has he adjusted? Usually his timings are extremely crisp, his movement on point, and his decisions perfect. And he needs to make those if he wants to eliminate the strongest player of this year so far.
True that. In the upper right, we have Lin, winner of New Year's Cup, winner of Seer Cup, winner of Doyu Super League, winner of Automats Cup. Everything belongs to him. Foggy on the other side, outstanding performance at GCS where he had the second place, outstanding performance at Automats Cup where he only lost to Lin while having match points, unfortunately. That was so close. And once again, we have to point out that he's playing on a Chinese server from the Ukraine while all his opponents are in China or Korea.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. There's such a massive ping disadvantage that he's still able to compete at this level. Especially at Automats in the grand final. That was just crazy. He's having a bit of a tougher road this time around, already being in the lower bracket. One step away from having to say goodbye, but also one step away from surviving one round longer. Demon Hunter's out against the Blade Master, of course, starting off with a circlet. That's pretty nice for the Demon, running over in typical Foggy fashion and going for a 2 Moonwell tech. Excuse me?
That is weird. It's not the 1 Moonwell tech that we're used to seeing.
Did he even forget making Wisp at some point?
A player's forces are under
It's still
attack.
gonna be a fast tech though. He's gonna have it in a moment. Tech for the Orc has started quite a bit faster though. Usually it's not that far from each other in comparison. Grunt in position to block, doesn't want to get those burrows cancelled, doesn't want to have to deal with that nonsense.
Dude, Lin's
Wait,
tech
nice.
is really a lot faster.
Yeah, it's because he skipped the shop actually, which I just now realized.
Ah, yeah.
Didn't go for creeping early, went only for the circlet, so he didn't get the shop up. Can Foggy keep this shop from coming up? That would be very annoying for Lin to deal with.
He needs to achieve something now. A grunt kill would certainly be nice, but he's losing quite a bit of HP thanks to Windwalk. But that opens up the base, but he's too late for the burrows, so he has to leave empty-handed. The game is not starting well for Foggy with a late tech and no kill.
Yeah, I really like this opening by Lin. Just skip the shop, go for the circlet, creep the High Priest. The Grunt can just block the way.
Yeah.
Because you know how aggressive Foggy is going to play. And now he has a super fast tech. That means it's way more likely that his tier 2 buildings will come up without contention.
Yeah.
Really, really like it.
Always nice reactions by Lin. Sometimes it only takes him one map to adjust to his opponent's playstyle. His brain is made for Warcraft. As it
A
seems.
player's forces are under attack.
Does he get the staff? Yes, he does. Important key item for Foggy's strategy.
So Foggy knows there's one Grunt low HP somewhere. He would love to find it, but it's kind of a big map, so it's not easy.
Even I can
do.
find him, and I got the minimap open up for me.
Yeah, but if even you can find it, I mean, why can't he?
Because of this fucking brown color! Alright, there he is.
He's getting healed up now, though. The Woo Lounge was late,
Players'
but he did
forces
get
are
it.
under
Here's the
attack.
TC and the Lodge and the Bestiary in a moment. Usually Foggy's game plan seems to revolve around canceling those buildings. Now, with this opening from the orc side, he just didn't give him a chance to do that at all. Or can he still do it? The shop is timed perfectly with the tier 2, but by the time he's over there,
it's gonna be tricky. He's halfway done with the buildings. Beastmaster's out. Can he block him a little to buy some more time? Okay, Demon Hunter is in. He's going for the lodge again, not for the bestiary. Is the damage enough? It looks like it. How much more damage can he do? He cancels the lodge. Big pickup, and he's blocking with the peons, but it's not enough apparently. But he's not getting the damage done.
The demon is stuck here. He has to TP out. He can't. Can he pass over between the trees? He's trying to do it with a stellar. Oh, he actually gives him over.
Wow.
With the item on the ground. I didn't think this was gonna be possible for him to cancel the lodge, but he did do it. Foggy, what a player.
That was a late attack due to the fast tech of Lin, obviously, and he still makes it work. Foggy is back in business after an unsuccessful first harass. The second one works tremendously. Little Houdini he pulled as well. So TC creeping starts. No wave yet, only aura. And Foggy keeps on being aggressive. As long as the Demon Hunter's level is same with the TC, that's all fine. But he could use some experience as well. Is he aiming for the second?
He could get surrounded right here. This is... I guess he thinks the telestaff is going to be ready again soon enough. Ancient of War for him is in position next to the laboratory. And this once again is where the orc wants to be aggressive. If not kill Night Elf stuff, then at least steal some of his creeps if you can. Not quite able to do this yet, though.
Raider already in the base. Harassing. Tier 3 not done yet. Can he kill this burrow? No Beastmaster damage here. And one Quill Beast expires. That would be big. Like, he is already late with the second burrow, so we would keep him at 40. Mass repairman.
Foggy wants to trigger a response from the army, then go home and be safe to creep, but Lin is not falling for it. He knew this move was coming in.
What a timing, man. Unbelievable. And now he's there, and he's punishing Foggy hard.
And it's there a little late.
Yeah.
Was it on cooldown, perhaps? I'm not sure. Could have been the TP right there. With an earlier ensnare and a surround, yeah. And this Ancient of War, you want to keep it alive, man. It's so valuable on LR. So this was not a unit kill, only an Ancient of War, you might say, but no, this is a massive deal. What's he supposed to creep now?
Indeed a problem. He's going for the Rock Golem here. True Shot would be sweet. Boots of Quell Palace would most likely be the best. But Lin has so much of this map. Double level 2 already. He's stealing Foggy's Magi and the big consumable, and Foggy's creeping takes forever. Doesn't have Master yet. It is 60% done. Well, the TC gets the Scroll of the Beast, which is certainly good. Devotion Aura for the Ukrainian only. Not looking good.
Doesn't have the Tinker yet either. Doesn't really have the money for it. Lots of stuff queued up in the Ancients, excuse me, of Wind though. Lionhorn could be sold for a decent chunk. But Blade Master and TC just keep on creeping and creeping. Gonna be both on level 3 here in a moment.
The player's forces are under attack.
Foggy is again
some creeping done of his own.
Yeah. And this time it will not be interrupted. I mean, there is a Raider to scout, but that's fine. Beastmaster finally level 2, some more information thanks to the Hawk. TC is super close to 3. And Dispel is coming. Dispel is actually a little late, right? Yeah, Master is done, Dispel is not. But Foggy can never take the fight.
Oh, the Raider gets away. Yeah, no Master yet. Can't go for the second surround. Oh, it just finished a second ago, right?
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait a very long time for this. This is a nice move they can go for as the Night Elf. Go for the red camp. If the Orc wants to punish you, you're right next to the perfect fighting position on this map. And using the Book of the Dead, getting shockwave right away to creep. I like it though. It's gonna get instantly dispelled from the orc anyways.
Yeah, you can sell it. I think selling has more value.
But with this, you can creep. Is not taking any damage from it. Barely any damage anyways. Tinker is out. Uh-oh. My friend, you're in a dangerous place right now. What does he go for? Telestaff, heal scroll. Well, he's not getting out of this alive. Beastmaster's TPing. Is this in range? Yeah, it is. Must be in range.
Nice. Foggy has some cool moves to get out of stuff at the, on this game. But yeah, this
found the Helm of Valor. Usually an item that we look down upon, but I actually think here is really nice.
Yeah, for the Demon Hunter, it's great.
Yeah.
Makes him a lot more tanky, plus gives him damage. That's exactly what he needs.
And once again, we have the Raider drive-by squad ready to attack the main, and the TC keeps on creeping by himself. Simultaneously, Lin is creeping with an scouting, excuse me, with an illusion, so he got all his bases covered. But also a good Wisp Scout here, aware of this Raider attack coming in. And Lin seems to be looking towards an expansion here with the Peon next to the natural.
Yes, that could open up a timing for Foggy. If he sees this, if he punishes it, but the Wisp Scout is a little too early.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, but with just the presence of the Raiders down there, you always have to keep this play in the back of your mind.
4 Raiders and the Blade in the base. What can Foggy accomplish here? Rest of the army is split. TC is also split from the rest.
And he gets 2 Moonwells here.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it's only... What does he have to trade this for? Let's grow the beast. It's like...
Sure, speed maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. Maybe it's gonna be a TP, but that's also fine, man. 3 Moonwells. I'll take that trade.
It's the Raider or the Walker. He splits the damage and ends up getting nothing. And now, Foggy is supply stuck, can't follow Lin into upkeep, and the Orc will start production. 1,000 gold. 55 supply already.
But pretty solid inventory here for Foggy. He has a Scroll of Healing, 2 heal pots, and an invul as well. On his first hero, Demon Hunter, who will have to do a lot of heavy lifting here. 2 fairies up in the air as well.
No,
and...
Oh
Lin?
yeah, there's one of the Tinker. Sorry.
Lin doesn't want to take a fight yet, or does he? He would love to have more time here to use all of this gold for production. But he's being pressured right now.
Very important that Foggy killed the burrow, so he can't go over 60. And his supply stuck now. Are we in again for a base trade, man? He's TPing out now. That was... Can he get one more volley? Yes, wow. Big, big, big last hit on that burrow. Lin is supply stuck for quite some time. On a timing where he really wants to push. And really wants to produce.
Yeah, what was that? 2 burrows and
burrows
a walker
and a
for
walker.
1 TP. When he's in upkeep, that was a magnificent trade right there.
I totally agree. And he keeps the Orc from leveling, at least a bit. And he's closer to the middle where he can get items. I really like this play. Could go for the red spot.
It's getting more and more stacked, baby. With the slippers here. Maybe a small item, but it's a good one.
Sobi Mask for the TC, also great. Lin has only 3 walkers. That is not enough.
Yeah, and I mean, one of them's high mana, but the other 2 only 200.
Yeah.
That does not bode well for a real fight at all. And the Hawk must have seen this. So I think it's in Foggy's best interest to look for a fight right now. He knows that the Boros only just completed, so the units shouldn't be there yet. Well, I guess the Berserkers, of course, can be bought immediately. But there's only 1. Alright, here we go. The first big fight of this game. Maybe coming, or, well, Lin.
There's
again.
no mana on the blade. He doesn't go for it. Of course, it would have forced an engagement. And he has... Does he have triple use scroll? Yes. And protection scroll.
Oh.
Foggy is down in supply, but the inventory is fantastic. Will it be enough, though?
Chasing forward here. First mana burn came out onto the TC. Only has 2 waves left. Oh man, that was a big scroll of the beast. The damage is going to be massive. First shockwave was okay. Didn't hit too much though in the backline. The talents are repositioning. Pocket Factory has been deployed. So many buffs on all of these units. Invul Potion on the Blade Master trying to go for the Tinker. He's not being ensnared really though. Heal Potion to keep him alive for a little bit longer. Crit was big, but not big enough for the kill. And now he's getting back to safety. And Foggy, he has burned all of the mana from the TC. Everything's dropping low. Cyclone everywhere. We said it before. These walkers may not have enough mana. They still have mana at the moment, though. Not using the disenchants. There we go. He has a good number of them now. Beastmaster in the front lines in trouble. Heal scroll from the Meadows side as well. He has 1 heal scroll left and 1 invul. That's it for consumables, though, aside from the TP, of course. TC and Blade Master getting cycloned over and over. And there's still so many of these talents alive. And now the walkers are being exposed. Blade Master's looking for the kills. He's suddenly almost level 4. He's trying to go for the hero kill, but there's an invul, keeping the demon alive for a little bit longer. He's close to his level 4 level up, making him even more tanky. He's getting staffed home, and he's going to come back with more potions. And this is like a great fight for Foggy here. Is this him eliminating Lin, the strongest player of this year? It looks like it. That's his level up, level 4. And now, once again, the Orc wants time. He needs time for selves, for clarities. And this is where Foggy's going to lean on him hardest.
Man, my heart rate is through the roof here. Foggy's actually making it work. Splits the talents, so he's not in danger of another shockwave coming. Only hitting the heroes. He's going for the altar. He creates more space for himself, but not over-committing. Retreating a little, go to the shop. You have 600 gold. Get another scroll. Get another invul potion. Don't lose your heroes, and with that, lose the game. That gives Lin some time to breathe. Level 4 TC, super close to level 4 Blade Master. On the other side, we have Evasion level 2. We have the passive for the Tinker. Double heal scroll, invul potion. He buys them away before Lin can get it. Here we go again.
The 2 first heroes fighting. Finally, a great shockwave connecting there, but it's the last one. And he may have given the Orc some time to breathe, but it's GG. And Lin is out. Foggy gets his revenge for Automat's Cup, and he survives 1 round longer in the lower bracket.
Mission Impossible completed. The first non-GCS tournament this year that Lin is not winning. Congratulations, Foggy. Doing the unthinkable on a Chinese server against Lin. We have to point this out over and over and over because it's such a great accomplishment. He wanted to go to Dota and play Dota 2 for more monies. And now currently he is one of the strongest players in the world from hundreds and hundreds of kilometers away. What a performance, man. What a play. And it looked really bad for him. But this one burrow go to at a perfect time was his savior.
And I think once more, like the Lodge Cancel seemed to have done it. There were so few walkers so low on mana for so long where Lin wasn't feeling confident to take a fight. I was almost counting him out as well in my head there. But no, he comes back. Next round for him is going to be against Lucifer. That's going to be tomorrow. And I would dare to say that he should have decent chances there as well.
I agree, man. I agree. Against Undead, he's fairly good. We take a little break here before we go into the human mirror that we have. Chimiko versus Infi is coming up. But yeah, that was a long game here. So a little break is necessary. And then we will conclude Color Cup for now before we go into Rust Brain Cup qualifier number 4. See you in a bit, guys.